First Bank Series, a last opportunity for both India and New Zealand. Started from the central Indian cities of Nagpur and Raipur, a little detour to the northeast mountains of Guwahati. We finally come to the coastline. First, Visakhapatnam, and now for the final act at Thiruvananthapuram. Hello and welcome to the 5th T20I of the IDFC First Bank Series, a last opportunity for both India and New Zealand before the big event, the World Cup, starting from the 7th of February. And we are in Thiruvananthapuram, capital city of Kerala, God's own country. Proper sea of blue. A lot of 45s, a lot of 18 and 63 as well, but quite a few number 9s. That is Sanju Samson, his backyard at this stadium here. A proper definition of what we call a sea of blue here in this wonderful venue. Well, this is the final game. India winning the first 3 games in Nagpur and Raipur, and Guwahati winning the series, the 9th consecutive bilateral series, and then coming back strongly, New Zealand winning the 4th one by 50 runs. And here we are for the 5th and the final game of the series. Before the World Cup starts next week, his home ground, and playing for the first time. Rather close.
Boom will bust the series. He's boom will bust.
The eyes trained upon you. You could see the kind of
lot of potential. A lot is expected of him.
And this man on your screen has been boom or bust next to his name, so it'll be an interesting one.
Area of the ground, or the crowd could go very soft.
Duffy with the new ball. It's bowled beautifully. It's a couple of first bowlers for Abhishek so far. Trending Asian Paints colours are. Ooh, swing and a miss. Didn't step out this time. And then 3. A lot more watchful.
I just wonder if someone's had a word in the air.
There he goes. Over covers. Has it gone on the way? Yes, it has. A very, very early contender for the Apollo Tyres Go the Distance Award. It's Abhishek Sharma.
Exactly to your point, Ian. Just look at what you said.
He's this far. It's hit the concrete, or I think, even though it's a 20 over per side game.
Ishan Kishan has showed he would slot in, but I'm pretty sure they're sweating on Sanju. Someone knows what a talent he is. It's a
Sanju Samson. Oh, that's very nicely placed. Watched the ball onto the bat and placed it to perfection.
That's smart cricket. You talked about the field. There's Sodhi in there at about 4th slip and a very wideish third man, and that is in knowing exactly.
Steps out now. Hasn't got a lot of it, but enough to get to the boundary. 14 from the first over. India going in 14 without loss. What I really would like to see Sanju is not complicate things when you can trigger movements, going forward, going back. Outside edge! Got the rub of the green, Sanju Samson. Streaky, but we'll take it.
New Zealand opting not to go with a genuine slip, even if it's a sort of a 2nd or 3rd slip. Who would have swallowed this one? And Jamieson just getting a little bit of away movement.
Every single is being cheered.
We should just reiterate those for you for Matt Henry tonight. And
that's in the gap. That sounded so good. He races to 18 of 7, Abhishek.
But when he got out first ball in the last game, I said he's a feast or famine kind of player. In other words, you can get him for naught, or he can really punish you and dine out on your body.
The point you made, Smithy, is so applicable or so right for him, because under pressure. And they don't
change though. Goes over long on, and he goes a long way. 15 from this over. 29 without loss, India.
He's got a bit of time here. Maybe he broke it with the stumps. And if you're moving outside leg stump, you also run the risk of doing exactly that.
And the edges. Your flourish through the offside goes then.
Nice change. And this pitch, if you look at this pitch, is always we've seen it so far in the miss it, should be gone, and yes it is.
It's all about technique. If you want to go out,
his game because of a niggle. Oh, he's in a superb over from Lockie Ferguson. Just a couple of singles and a wicket as well. A well-judged single.
And the infielders are always on the circle, so
He might want to have a chat along with something he did in the first over as well, Jacob.
2 and 3 in terms of their bowling, 5 in particular. And Duffy's the best example of that because he's capable of getting it up around 140, but as a batsman,
what's also interesting is we spoke about one local boy, Sanju Samson, but he's not on the field. Nair Ananta Padmanabhan.
To happen. Down the ground. But wasn't quite over so far, but not anymore. 6 from this over, 37 for 1 after 4 India. Watched.
That one's away, just over the head of extra cover, and it almost carried all the way. Just inside the ropes from Ishan Kishan.
He missed out on the last couple of games, but showing no signs.
Well, this will go all the way, I think. And it does. Outside third of the bat, but very small square boundaries with pace on.
Well, again, not quite the quickest that we know Lockie Ferguson can bowl at. Just a little over 100.
Bowled him! Pace on from Ferguson. 145 and change, and he cleans up Abhishek.
Oh, that was the quickest delivery bowl so far. Stepping out.
Superb. Timing and placement, gorgeous from the skipper.
Magnificent shot. Perfection in that shot, isn't it? Have a look at the way the front foot goes towards the ball. And then he brings the bat down in a manner which will counter the spin as well. Inside out to the throwing arm of Mitchell Santner.
Or really just try and cramp him for room. He goes wide, and Sky goes bang. How far? A long way. Can't close the over out. 10 from it, 64 for 2.
But it was always going to go deep into this. It's when you play and miss against the bowler.
in his slot, and there was only one way it was going. Ishan Kishan into the act, welcoming East Sodi with a maximum.
Well, it's a genuine half volley. He didn't have to invent.
Phillips has bowled one. Yes, maybe he went for. That was a very, very poor way to finish the over. A drag down, which was hit for 4. 13 runs coming off that over. 82 for 2 India.
He bowled a half volley to start the over.
Goes straight. A couple of steps towards the bowler. And he's drilled it straight over. the boundary ropes.
I'm starting to do some calculations in my head here and starting to...
For a 6. So he pushed it down.
Goes leg side this time, and it's been dealt with.
Well, it's my last night here.
And drinks have been called that they wanted to challenge themselves, decided to back. But this has gone all the way. Convincing from Ishan Kishan.
Can't be left out of the World Cup squad, this guy. He cannot be left out of the starting 11. He's too good. His hands are so fast. He is a dangerous side. Like that.
Yeah, what an innings this has been. He's in red-hot form and gets yet another 50. His 8th in T20 internationals. And once again coming at him. In the gap, no chance for the fielders.
I just think that bowling around the wicket, getting the ball to come into the left-hander, it just allows the left-hander to play both sides of the pitch. We saw the previous one being hit on the off-arm.
It's lucky, and that too should run away for 4. Another expensive over for East Sodi. Ishan Kishan has gone back to back to back.
This is all about...
Down the track, and this time over mid-wicket. He is priming brilliantly here for India.
19 runs, 2 deliveries left in this over. In the slot.
Goes reverse, switch, whatever you want to call it. But he's dealing in boundaries, so 23 so far from this over.
And he's dealing to Sodi, but he's dealing to Mitch Santner as well as captain, because he can't find an answer in the field. So what he did there was to put him...
6 again. Oh, you have to feel for East Sodi. But the crowd are on their feet. Sanju Samson or no, Ishan Kishan is entertaining them. 29 of the over, 141 for...
That's a really top shot. I know these aren't big boundaries. I know in a lot of grounds that's one bounce floor. But it's just the way that they're playing at the moment with such confidence. And this is a sweet shot.
Going forward when Tilak comes back and he's a...
We'll get 4 for it. Wasn't quite where he was aiming, but that's the nature of T20 cricket, and there's a smile between bowler and batter on that occasion. Another expensive over looming here.
रन बनाने की रफ्तार है 12 रन प्रति ओवर स्लॉट में पिक किया है लॉन्ग ऑन बाउंड्री पर सिंगल बाउंस 4 रनों को लेके बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी कमेंट्री बॉक्स में मैं हूं शिवेंद्र मेरे साथ हैं मेरे साथी मनीष शौरी मनीष स्वागत है
थैंक यू दूसरी बार स्वागत करने के लिए शिवेंद्र भाई लेकिन स्वागत के बाद आपके पास 6 ओवर्स और मिलेंगे में आए थे
ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर है एक बार फिर से मैक्सिमम आउटपुट आता हुआ इस बार गेंदबाज के सिर के लगभग ऊपर से है तो पहली गेंद वाइड दूसरी पर चौका तीसरी स्लोअर डिलीवरी डॉट डिलीवरी और उसके बाद मैक्सिमम आउटपुट ऐसा लग रहा है कि कप्तान के 26 गेंदे 51 रन 196 का स्ट्राइक रेट और क्या ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी हो रही है तिरुवनंतपुरम में
Talk about holding the shot. Talk about holding the pose. That is about as good as you'll get.
You can't bowl a better delivery than that in general.
Stumped that time. Run past one and Santner because he does not give up. Perseveres. Absolutely perseveres and gets his man in the end. But at what cost?
Yeah, superb delivery from the New Zealand skip. India.
Really good delivery. But that is out. Should be out. No. I don't believe I saw that from that man. That just doesn't happen with Glenn Phillips.
The downfall of the Indian skipper. Hardik Pandya just laid back on that. That is unbelievably good. It really is. To find the power there, exceptional.
Yes, and to hit it, where he hit it, over extra cover.
Side, almost backward of point in square leg. Hammered hard, beats Finn Allen for 4.
And look at the figures of Mitch Santner. One will say he's not bowled badly at all, but it still says 1 for 47 of 3.3. Such a fine delivery. He swatted it from outside the off stump.
Is it in the gap? I think it is in the gap, and it's all the way as well. 97 now for Ishan Kishan.
Look at the innovation. He's gone way outside the off stump. Pretty much anticipating what Santner was going to.
Goes again, and that'll be it. Brilliant from Ishan Kishan. His maiden T20 100 comes in international cricket, and that has been superb. He's been great through the series, but here in Thiruvananthapuram tonight, he has been simply special. Oh, join the party, Hardik. Join the party, because that is huge. That's all they're dealing in at the moment. It is the 20th maximum of the innings. And again, this one's out to deep mid-wicket, should be taken. And this time Phillips throws the ball on the ground in anger. Brings a magnificent innings to an end.
This was not the quickest of deliveries, about 123 kilometers per hour. He got into position all right, but it looks to me as if he's playing in the 11. This is a fine shot. This is a fine shot. He's so canny, Rinku Singh, street smart player, knows exactly where the fielders are. So he's gone inside out and over. And that
Shot. Just like that.
there's such a small margin for error when he bowled to batters like Hardik Pandya. Slow delivery. He's bowled so well, Ferguson. He's taken 2 wickets.
Coming round the wicket, Lockie Ferguson.
First, just. Oh, 6 more. Good start for the first legal delivery.
Yeah, we keep mentioning margin.